What's good, YouTube? Casanova back at it with yet another video. Yet another banging video. And pretty much in this one, it's another Joyride episode. And what I want to talk about pretty much is haters. Now, a lot of people say haters gonna hate, let them hate. That's true. You gotta keep your haters gainfully. And I mean gainfully. You need to be giving them their W-2s the beginning of the following year for all the hate they doing. Because that's their job, is to hate. The reason I'm talking about haters is I got a message on Twitter, got a DM. This guy, for whatever reason, followed my channel and follows me on Twitter. Decides he wants to talk all this smack about me. I'm over here like, okay, cool. Now, granted, most people would probably get upset, ready to get up in arms about someone talking about them. I'm tell you this: if you got people talking about you, be it good news or bad news, you know, back when I was doing media and press, news is news. That's just like clickbait. I hate clickbait too, but if people talking about you, your name's out there, be it for good or worse. Now, dude's talking all this smack, and I'm like, okay, cool, all right, block. And a lot of people be like, oh, you know, it's not good to just block people. Sometimes you should hear them out. You should talk to them, let them say what they're going to say. And I'm like, no, F all that. Reason being is there's loads of negativity that I don't think anyone really needs to deal with. And you might say, oh, this goes against your whole keep haters gainfully employed. No, I say let them hate, but you don't have to be the recipient, or not the recipient. You don't have to deal with directly the hate that they got. Like, you ain't got to hear it, you ain't got to see it. You can know they're talking about you, but you know, you can't do anything about that because people don't talk regardless. It's the nature of people. So they gonna hate, let them hate. You can just block them and not have to deal with it. You don't have to have that junk in your face. Now, you know, they gonna hate, let them hate. Let them do what they do, because that's probably all they're good at. Like, for, you know, another example, people calling me a failure at YouTube because I only have 1,400 subscribers, which, for y'all that subscribe, thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting the channel, for supporting me. The people that say I'm a failure because that's what I have, I find that funny, because if I'm failing by having 1,400 people subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and either hate or enjoy, it's choices up to them, the content that I put out, that's not a failure. A failure is never making the effort to begin. And there's a lot of people that never make the effort at all to start something. It's easier for a lot of people to, I like to call them keyboard warriors, because they'll sit behind a keyboard on their phone or their computer and they'll type away and talk all big, but they'll never say a shit to your face because they're cowards. And then you got those who are just delusional. They're cowards, and then they're delusional idiots. So there are those two, one of those two, or maybe that person is the third, which is both. They will talk all this smack, call you a failure, say this, and then third, And they would never themselves have the courage to put themselves in front of a camera and do YouTube, or to put themselves in a public vernacular where they can get scrutinized, criticized, they can be harassed, trolled. They would never put themselves in that type of a situation because they're not confident enough in themselves to do that. So for the haters and trolls that say I failed, hey, thank you for having my name in your mouth. Because the day I fail is the day I give up on whatever it is that I want to do. And that's the day I give up on my dreams. It was my dream for years. I'm gonna go back to back when I was a kid, to be able to review video games, to publish content. You know, back when I was growing up in the 90s, we had GamePro magazine and all of them. And I was always like, man, I want to be able to do that. I don't know how, but I would love to do that. And guess what? I'm doing it now through the means of YouTube, through the means of social media, blogging, vlogging, journalism, the evolution of journalism. That's how I'm doing it. So for some fuck, or as my boy LTG would say, low tier God would say, for some dumb cuck to tell me I failed? Who the fuck is you? I ain't failed at nothing. I've succeeded at everything I have set out to do. I wanted to be debt free because in my family and most people I know, debt's something that's there. Student loan debt, credit card debt, you name it. Guess what? Debt free. I wanted to own my car. I wanted to have my wife have her own car that she owns. Guess what? We got both. 2 cars, 2 very good luxury cars. Well, for us, it's luxury because they do everything we want them to do and more. So that being said, we succeed in that. I wanted to have a job that pays me, if not 6 figures, then damn near close to 6 figures. And guess what? I'm only so few shy of 6. So I succeed in that. People will always tell you, they will always tell you that you're a failure at something because of whatever their standards are. And I'm here to tell you now, fuck they standards. Do you. And be proud of whatever it is you do, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. If you got the ability to dream it, you got the ability to achieve it. Don't you ever, 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 don't ever give in to the nonsense, the bullshit, the naysayers, because none of them bastards would have the balls to get up and do anything that you're doing to achieve your dreams. They wouldn't. Now, if they wouldn't do that, why should you give them the satisfaction of giving up on something you want to achieve? Here's a hint. Don't. Embrace your dreams. As Zach Fair would say from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, embrace your dreams. If you want to be a hero, or at least a hero for yourself, be your own hero, you gotta have dreams. And don't ever lose sight of it. Do what makes you happy. Dream because there's no limit to what you can accomplish. And embrace and love you. A lot of people don't love themselves, and they project a lot of self-hate, and they will hide behind, you know, any form of medium to say that they don't hate themselves, when in reality they do. They greatly hate themselves, and they'll self-project that hate onto somebody else, and then when they're called out on it, they'll say that they're not hating, they're just being real. Real for who? Because a standard, or you know, real is a definition of degree. Don't let anyone rob you of your happiness, your peace, or anything. Be true to you, love you in everything that you are. Love you. Because if you can't love you, you can't accept you, nobody else can. So, you got haters out there, and we all do. Give them some middle fingers. Tell them to find the biggest goddamn rock that they can when they go out to the beach or wherever. Tell them to wear some sandals, because mekelkasanova told you so. Wear some sandals. Tell them take off them sandals. Arch that motherfucker back. That foot. Arch it all the way back. And kick that rock. Because I believe in you. And I know everybody has a potential for greatness. And if you're watching this video, I believe in you. You got the potential for greatness too. So don't let naysayers, haters, don't let nobody tell you you're a failure. Because your success and your failures are all on you, not somebody else's standard. It's mekelkasanova. I'm out. Thank you guys for watching this video.